EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, report. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Packers defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Check. Kill. He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Ravens had 8 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
And he's free going down the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, and just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a throw here to his running back. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59.
Here's Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the foot. He's got a man. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Carlson for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight.
There he goes left side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Duvernay in motion.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They go play action now. Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Danny. Ready? Finish up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd down and 3.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Lucas Van Ness able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He finds his target, Beckham. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.